Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to War Room. My apologies for not playing it more. I have been contacting the developers, basically about the one issue that was basically keeping me from playing their game. Before, if I clicked on some of these things, it would basically make my screen go smaller and smaller and smaller to the point where I couldn't physically see these things anymore. Now, at the time, I very much assumed it had to do with the fact that normally I'm running a 2560 by 1440 monitor resolution and not the sort of standard 920 by 1080. Now, their help was very much appreciated. They did send me a bunch of emails. Didn't really do much for me, though. I myself have two monitors, a 2560 by 1440 and a regular 920 by 1080. So right now I'm playing on my backup monitor, which normally is my second monitor. So I'm kind of looking in the wrong direction, and my microphone is sort of in front of my eyes, so I'm looking through the grates on my microphone to see the screen. With that being said, welcome back to War Room. My apologies for that sort of long intro, and I guess we can finally enjoy the game like it was meant to be enjoyed. We can actually see the units we're going to be clicking on. So right now we have about 4 hours left on our evaluation. I have set up 3 units defending the base for right now. I guess I could set up a patrol, but I'm not really sure what may or may not happen. So let's just keep it as it is for right now. We'll just keep some units defending, and we'll have to wait for any missions that may or may not pop up. I believe we have none available at the moment. It is... Ooh, smugglers are showing up as a mission. Maybe? Are they? Maybe not. It does say smugglers up there, but it doesn't give me any missions, so we'll just let the timer run out. Not sure if... Let's send a drone over here, drone over there, and we'll go check out if there's anything in these villages for me to do. Man, it's awesome when you don't have to just guess what the buttons say anymore. I gotta say, that's a really big improvement. I really hope my microphone doesn't sound very weird or different. Like I said, I'm basically at an angle right now playing the game. I don't think I have ever had to do this before, but they even helped me try and edit my registry and force the game to go in 920 by 1080 mode. But every time I tried launching it, it would basically go back to 2560 by 1440, and it's really hard to select units and press buttons when you can't physically see them. So I suppose this village is just back to being, I suppose, friendly. A bunch of civilians hanging around, not doing very much. We'll send this drone back. We'll send him down south. And I suppose we'll also go check out these other 2 villages while we're at it. So we'll send one down here. And we'll check out what this drone has to do. Alright, it's time for the evaluation of your actions. Not really much happened in the last couple minutes there, so we can now gain our we can now gain service points to buy new units. So we completed some missions, we got some sector popularity, we now can buy, we can actually spend, let's get some MRAPs, another Humvee, 2 sets of infantry, and I guess we'll just save our money for right now, or our points. No point in getting more than we really need to. So the current commander is going to go back home. He wants to go spend time with his family and go for an early retirement. We are going to have to eliminate a smuggler terrorist operation, take over the base, and neutralize the terrorists. Okay, so it looks like we're going to actually find ourselves at maybe perhaps a new base. Initially, let's send a patrol out. I love that I can actually see what I'm doing now for a change. So let's make a new patrol. I totally forgot to do that. New patrol with just an infantry and an MRAP, or a Humvee. We'll set the time for 1 a.m. and we'll set the route to be just Route 1. Keep it clear. Why not? There we go. They'll go out in about 50 minutes, and we'll go check out what is in this area down here. Alright, drone has arrived. Let's take a look. Drone up. there is quite a few This does look like a base then. So there's bunkers, there's H barriers, potential barracks, lots of camouflage netting. We have 3 technicals. I don't know why I put so much emphasis on the R there, but I did. We have 3 technicals down here, and probably about 20 or so foot mobiles. So we'll send a large amount of our forces this way. What does this do if I click on base? Okay, there's no data. Oh, okay. Let's send in an attack. So it's the mission, create force. So we'll go send... I guess we'll send all of our MRAPs over there. I said all of them. We'll send all of our MRAPs over there, and we'll back those up with a platoon. Well, I guess this technically is half a platoon of infantry. And we'll even send a Humvee. We'll send 2 Humvees. We'll send a lot of infantry and forces there, but let's make sure we get it done right. And then when they arrive, we're going to obliterate anyone that comes their way. We'll even send a drone along with this large force. I definitely am not feeling excited about these guys getting ambushed or IED'd or anything along the lines. So we're going to have a drone protect them on the way there. In about 15 minutes, the patrol should be going along this area here as well. They should be leaving in a couple of seconds. And there they are. Awesome. So we're going to make them go down. We'll destroy anything that may be in that base. I'm trying to obviously keep the infrastructure of the base alive. It's not going to be beneficial to me anyway. To potentially get a new base that I just totally destroy. So let's take it one by one for right now. Time left, we have 6 hours, I think it says. And we'll call our drone back when we're almost there, because I'm not really sure what's going to happen if I have 2 drones in the area, and I don't really want to break the game. So let's get that drone out. They're almost in range, and that would be now. So let's see, combat. No, drone, my apologies. Alright, let's see. What do we got? Oh, they are like danger close. Are these all friendlies? Oh, Lord. Alright, bombing hit. Strike on these forces right here. And it looks like we have... It looks like there's more infantry, or maybe they're just more spread out right now. Air support incoming in 5 seconds. Bombing run on those 2 technicals in 15 seconds. Here we go in 2, 1... That was awesome. We have bombing run incoming in 7 seconds. UAV still has enough fuel. Bombing run's probably from like an S-16 or maybe a B-2. Oof, that was awesome. Lots of infantry is now down. Let's call in a single more A-10 strike. Getting this technical eliminated. It does look like it might be down, but you can never be too sure. Bombing strike right here amongst the majority of them. Here comes the gun run in just 3 seconds. The technical is down, but it's not destroyed. Now it is. That's what we want to make sure of. Taliban is using their fortifications for cover. I couldn't see the word fortifications there. Our MRAPs, Humvees, infantry are all doing just a perfect job. Well, this Humvee doesn't really seem to be doing anything. 8 seconds. Bombing run should obliterate the majority of these insurgents using the heat camera, the thermal cam, to actually see. That looks like very good effect on target. 3 or 4 Taliban fighters remain. 3 left. I guess we did that without too many losses. I'm trying to see if there's any friendly forces that were eliminated in that fight. Glad I did send a lot of infantry and vehicles. I really needed a lot of support. The MRAPs here are doing their absolute best with just a bunch of 50 cal. Or either 50 cal or M240 machine guns. Doesn't really matter. They are blasting them anyhow. Alright, we captured that objective. All major enemy activities in the province have been eliminated. Report back to CENTCOM for debrief. Oh. Oh man, I think we might have finished the build of the game. Well, my apologies for the sort of I guess rough ending to this one. That was a surprise to me as much as it was to you. I appreciate you guys being as excited for this game as I am. I'm hoping the devs come out with more to play. So far, this has been an absolute blast. I would love, and I know the game is in a very early build, and I don't want to get ahead of anything, and I know the devs are obviously working their butts off. One thing that I would love to see would be moddability for this game. while we're here, I have a very huge interest in the Soviet-Afghan War. I mean, the map is already there. If we could somehow replace some of the enemy units with some lower quality or earlier gear, and you could replace the player faction with the 1970s, 1980s Soviet Army, AKs, BTRs, BMPs, T-55s, T-62s, T-72s, Su-24s, Su-25s. I think that would be absolutely fantastic. We're obviously in a very early stage. Oh, by the way, Mi-24s, Mi-8s. Anyway, we're in a very early stage. I don't want to get ahead of myself. I would really love to see what this game comes up with in the future. For now, I hope you guys enjoyed this sort of rough ending of the episode. Let's see you guys in the next one. Cheers.